Hello and welcome to the section on polymorphism. Polymorphism is a very important concept of OOP, and if someone has to define OOPs, inheritance is one concept that you have learned and the next one is polymorphism. So you have to understand this section in order for you to explain OOPs concept to anybody. Okay, and if you are going for an interview, this question will for sure they'll ask you. If you say you know OOPs, the first question will be what is polymorphism and how do you define polymorphism in PHP. Okay, so this is a very important topic, so give some attention and have fun with it. So let's look at the lectures that you're going to learn in this section. So after completing the section, you will be able to understand what is polymorphism. Then we'll do an example of polymorphism. Then we'll look at real life use cases of polymorphism, and we'll work with exercise, resource, assignments and quiz to understand polymorphism in detail. Okay, so let's look into the lectures now. Hello and welcome to the lecture on what is polymorphism. So let's understand what is polymorphism, how to define it and what is the concept behind it. So let's take an example of an interface wherein you have defined a car concept. You have defined some of the methods in it. You have defined some of the methods but you haven't implemented it. It's just the structure or a contract that you have defined inside the interface. And a car interface basically have three methods: set car type and set car window class. Now interface has only told in the definition that any class that implements this interface has to define these methods. So let's say you have a class and then Ferrari want to implement this interface. Okay, so it knows that from the contract when it implements the car interface, it knows it has to implement set car body, set car types and set car window glass. Okay, then when a BMW want to implement the same interface, it has the same methods. Okay, so what is polymorphism here? We have understood this concept from interface as well. When there is a method defined in interface, class basically implements it and follow that contract and define the methods. Okay, the polymorphism will come in picture when you have the same methods implemented differently. Okay, if you look at Ferrari, the Ferrari has the same contract with the interface. BMW also have the same contract with the interface, but how Ferrari will implement it depends on how the Ferrari is being designed. Similarly, how a BMW will implement this method depends on what is the configuration or the specification of BMW. Okay, that's basically the concept of polymorphism. Polymorphism concept basically tells you you have the same method derived from an interface, or basically you have same interface inherited from a parent. How you choose to implement it is different from how others will extend the same parent and implements in different way. It's basically same method implemented differently. That's the concept of polymorphism. So let's further understand this concept. So polymorphism is a concept in OOPs. It's just a concept, right? It's just theoretically they're telling you if you do this way, then it is called as polymorphism. And there's an added benefit to it. A real life object need not to be same in nature, right? You have the same parent, like in the animal kingdom, you have an animal, maybe an interface. Then you have a dog and a tiger. They are basically called as animal, but the way they behave, let's say both will bark, right? The way tiger barks, the way dog barks are different. They both eat food. The eat food could be a method, but how you implement that is basically polymorphic in nature. Okay, so when you want to implement that eat food for tiger, maybe you are adding meat to it. When the dog eats, you are adding the dog food to it. Okay, same method, same parent, same type of definitions, but how you implement it is different. That's basically the concept of polymorphism. Okay, so let's read the definition now. So polymorphism is a concept in OOP that means every parent suggests what functionality to implement, that's from the interface, and subclasses chooses to implement that functionality differently. That's the nature of the child that choose to implement that functionality differently. So the word poly means many and morphic means form. So polymorphic means many forms of same method. Again, it's a concept. Okay, it's a concept, and the definition of polymorphism means many form of same methods. For an example of dog and a tiger. Okay, they have many forms but same methods. They bark, they eat, they sleep, they hunt maybe, but they have a different way of doing things, but they have maybe the same forms. Okay, so polymorphism is achieved by using the same names in different classes derived from the same parent, but they implement it differently. That's why it is called as poly, as many, morphic means form. Same name but different implementation. Okay, so let's look at one more example to help you understand this concept much better. Let's say you have an interface car which has a method called setCarBody. Okay, is just the definition of it. Then a sports car implements that car interface. Then say, okay, I have to implement the setCarBody. So when they really put the body, because a sports car, they want a lightweight and a shiny body. Okay, let's say a family car implement the same car. Okay, you have the same methods but different implementation. The family car will implement the car body as decent color and solid. Okay, it is again the polymorphic in nature. Okay, same method implemented differently, and they have been extending from their own parent. The parent suggests you implement this, but the child basically decides how to implement that differently based on its nature. Okay, and this type of concept is called as polymorphism. Same method names has different implementation of that method. Okay, again this is a concept, and if you do something like this, then you are doing a concept called as polymorphism concept. Okay, so let's do one example of it to understand how this thing works. So let's jump and do an example of polymorphism. Hello and welcome to the lecture on example of polymorphism. So let's do an exercise to understand polymorphism. So I'll call it poly. So let's create a class called as poly example. It's polymorphism. I'm just writing a short word to it. Okay, and here I'm going to take an example of a database. Okay, the database is basically a definition, could be an interface. Then we'll define an Oracle database and a MySQL database. Okay, so let's say you have an interface database. Okay, then you have a class which says Oracle database, which implements database, and then you have a MySQL database. Okay, so this is a very good concept to help you see how is the polymorphism work in real time. Then you have a method called open connection. And from interface, once you define any method inside an interface and any class implements this, has to define that method. You have to implement that method. So this Oracle database has to implement it, and MySQL has to implement it. Okay, so let's look at this first. So let's quickly run this. There's nothing inside it, but just to make sure all the definitions are correct. Okay, so this is a polymorphic in nature because you have the same method, and same method is being used in Oracle database and also in the MySQL. But by looking at the open connection, you know already that when you open a connection for Oracle database, your implementation is different. And also when you open a connection for MySQL, your implementation is different, right? So you actually can write the code of opening connection, but I'm just trying to print something here. So using the Oracle driver to establish the connection. Okay, that's basically how you implement this code. You are implementing this code based on the Oracle driver. Here you will not use Oracle driver, you will use MySQL driver. So you see, it has the same name, it has the same definition when they described it. So they just described it. You have to so as per the interface, they just say you have to establish the connection with the database. Okay, but they don't know how to implement it, right? Interface don't know how to implement it. And polymorphism basically a concept wherein which tells this Oracle database, okay, now you have open connection defined. Okay, because it is polymorphic in nature, you do your task, you do on what you have to do. Okay, you have to use Oracle driver, go ahead and use Oracle driver and do it. It's a concept, right? Similarly for MySQL, you have to use MySQL driver and implement it. And if you look at this example, this is a very classic example to understand polymorphism. Okay, it has the same method definition and different implementation. Okay, so that's an example of polymorphism, and I hope how to define a polymorphism using a class and an interface. Okay, so that's all on this lecture on example of polymorphism, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello and welcome to the exercise section. So here is the exercise. You can define an animal interface. Then you define dog and a cat class which implements the animal interface. Then you have to show polymorphism, okay, using a method called makeSound. Okay, when you go for an interview, they don't typically tell you all these things. They just say you give me an example of polymorphism, and this is a classic example, or you can choose the database example that we have seen previously to help you show what is polymorphism. When you write polymorphism, it explains how the concept works. Okay, so try out this example to show you understand polymorphism. Okay, so pause this video here and do this exercise now. Okay, so welcome back. So let's do this exercise. So we'll define an interface animal, and it has a method called makeSound. Then you have a class called dog. Now you have to implement that method. Then you have to define another class called cat. Then dog implements animal, and then cat implements animal. Okay, and if you have to make sound, you make this sound differently than a cat. Okay, so you're making different sounds, means you're implementing the method as you want. Because it is dog, you are implementing as per the dog sound. As is a cat, you have doing it differently. Same method implemented differently in the child classes, and they same inherit the same definitions. Okay, that's basically the polymorphic in nature. Okay, so you don't have to really execute this, or you may go ahead and execute this. We know it will work, but this is a concept that you're trying to show here instead of really executing this code. Okay, so that's the exercise for writing a polymorphism example, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello and welcome to the assignment section. So here's a small assignment for you. You have to define a phone interface, an iOS and Android class, which has same method and different implementation. Okay, so try to show the polymorphism using a phone interface and iOS and Android class. Okay, so do this assignment. Once you do your assignment, post your program. I'll be reviewing them and I'll provide my feedback to you. Okay, all the best and do this assignment now. Hello and welcome to the summary section of polymorphism. So by now you should be able to understand what is polymorphism, and some of the topics that we have discussed in this. I hope you should be now able to understand what is polymorphism, understand the example of polymorphism, how to define and write polymorphism, what is the real life use cases of polymorphism, and you have worked through exercises, resources, assignment and quiz to understand this concept in detail. Well, those are the lectures on polymorphism, and I'll see you in the next one.